Hello, Virgo. Settle in. This is important. There is a resonance building around your name, a frequency of truth that has been gaining strength in the silent spaces between your thoughts and in the quiet moments you keep for yourself. It's more than a rumor. It is a revelation waiting for its moment to land in the center of your being, and that moment is now. What I'm about to share with you may feel like a key turning in a lock you've forgotten about, or like a long awaited verdict on a case you've been pleading in the court of your own heart for years. It will touch the most guarded, tender, and meticulously organized part of your soul. So breathe. Let's uncover this truth together. The foundation of this powerful rumor is rooted in your present reality, and it is captured perfectly and painfully by the Knight of Pentacles, reversed. Virgo, you have built a life, or at least a formidable reputation, on the upright principles of this Knight. You are the embodiment of diligence. You are the person who reads the fine print, who remembers the anniversary, who completes the project down to the last meticulously formatted footnote. Your reliability is your armor and your crown. The world leans on you because you have proven, time and again, that you will not bend, you will not break, you will not forget. But the rumor speaks of a profound and hidden fracture in this noble facade. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is a portrait of spiritual and emotional burnout. It is the feeling of plowing the same field day after day, season after season, but the soil has turned to dust and the harvest no longer nourishes you. You are exhausted, Virgo. Not just tired from a lack of sleep, but soul weary from the relentless pressure of your own impeccable standards. The rumor whispers that you are secretly terrified of stopping because your sense of worth is so deeply entangled with your productivity. You fear that if you cease to be useful, you will cease to be loved. If you drop one ball, the entire intricate juggling act of your life will come crashing down. This card reveals a quiet desperation, a question that haunts you in the dead of night. Is this all I am? A machine of efficiency? Where is the passion, the wildness, the joy? To understand why you have shouldered this burden so completely, we must journey into the past. We must confront the ghost that shaped this need for perfect control. This brings us to the second card, a card of profound and necessary pain, the Ten of Swords. This is your origin story of self-protection. This is the event, the relationship, the betrayal, or the failure that felt like a total and catastrophic ending. It was a moment when you were figuratively, or perhaps even felt literally, stabbed in the back. It was a loss of trust, so devastating it fundamentally altered your understanding of safety. Perhaps you were criticized brutally for a minor mistake. Perhaps you gave your all to someone or something and were met with indifference or abandonment. Perhaps you failed in a way that felt publicly humiliating. The specific memory is yours, but the aftermath is universal. You made a solemn internal vow. You vowed, never again. Never again would you be caught off guard. Never again would you be vulnerable to that kind of pain. And so you began to build. You built systems, lists, contingencies. You perfected your performance to make yourself bulletproof. But Virgo, in doing so, you made a critical error. You did not fully grieve that old wound. You analyzed it, you learned from it, you fortified yourself against it, but you did not allow yourself to truly feel the grief, the anger, and the sadness of that ending. You buried the body of that pain, but you did not hold a funeral. Those 10 swords are still with you. They are the source of the chronic ache in your shoulders, the low-grade anxiety that hums beneath your calm exterior. They are the reason rest feels like a dangerous surrender. Now, the universe has had enough of this old story. The rumor is true, and the card that confirms it with the force of a divine decree is judgment. This is not a gentle nudge. This is a spiritual alarm clock blaring in the core of your being. The angel on this card is sounding a trumpet for you, Virgo. It is a call to your highest self to awaken, to rise up, and to conduct a final, loving review of your life. This is the moment of reckoning. Judgment asks you to look at the exhausted knight and the wounded Ten of Swords not with criticism, but with boundless compassion. It asks you to see the brave, brilliant child who built a fortress to survive. And then it asks you to thank that child for their service and to tell them they can finally stand down. The siege is over. This is why you will cry. The tears that come with judgment are not tears of sadness alone. They are tears of release, of recognition, of homecoming. They will come in a wave that feels both shocking and inevitable. You might cry for the years spent striving for a perfection that was always a moving target. You might cry for the relationships you kept at arm's length because you were too busy or too afraid to let anyone see the messy reality behind your perfect curtain. You might cry with the sheer, staggering relief of understanding that you are forgiven. Forgiven for not being perfect, forgiven for the times you were harsh with yourself, forgiven for needing help. But judgment is not an end. It is a glorious beginning. It is resurrection. The rumor culminates in this stunning truth. You are being reborn. You are being called to shed the identity of the relentless servant and step into the authority of the wise, integrated sovereign. Your new purpose will not be found in checking off tasks, but in following the whispers of your own joy. Your famous attention to detail will no longer be used to prevent disaster, but to curate a life of profound beauty and meaning for yourself. Your sensitivity, once a vulnerability to be managed, will become your greatest gift, your compass to deeper connection and intuition. The call is clear, Virgo. To answer it, you must perform one sacred, courageous act. It might be speaking a long-held truth. It might be deleting a toxic app from your phone. It might be booking the trip you've always talked about. It might simply be looking in the mirror and saying, I choose you. I am enough. This is your answer to the angel's trumpet. So let the rumor be true. Let it shatter the old vessel so a new, more radiant one can be formed. The world does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to be free, to be whole, to be authentically, messily, brilliantly yourself. The person you are becoming on the other side of these tears will astonish you. The rumor was always about your magnificent, inevitable ascent, and now you know the power to rise has been inside you all along.